Hi, welcome back, and this is my 1981 DeLorean DMC-12, which I'm trying to get ready for DeLorean Eurofest 2026, and I'm going to drive it all the way to Belfast. Now, as you can see, there's a few bits and pieces to do on it, but I've done a lot. I'm trying to get episodes out regularly, and this is what I've done in the last 10 days. Right, this is really, really exciting because I have now got the parts back from the powder coater. This is the upper wishbone, and it has this ball joint that has to go into it, and then the shock and spring goes through here, and then we have the dust guard that goes behind the disc. Brand new hub with bearings in it. This is the uprights. This is where the steering track rod end goes onto, so that's what steers it, and then you've got the ball joints top and bottom. So this is the lower control arm, and this needs a bush, which is here. So this bush needs to be put in there. Obviously our spring sits on top of there. There is another ball joint which has to again be pressed that goes into here, and then in here, this is where we put these rubbers either side with a tube that goes through the middle of it, and that is where our anti-roll bar goes through, gets bolted in place. The reassembly is about to start. I have put this hub back together again with the disc. All looks pretty good. So hub's on, everything's back in, spindles in, pulling it all together. There you go, you can see it. God, Bennett, this is heavy. Anyway, so you can see that, new hub, calipers that I did like last year, everything's in place. So that is basically ready to bolt on. But for the time being, I'm gonna take this off, take the caliper, put them down there. These parts are ready to go on the car, and move on to the other one. This is exciting because this is my suspension and a few other bits and pieces that I've had to buy. It's just arrived. It's starting to get serious because these are going to be the bits that make it look really cool and obviously do a good job, because I have bought Spax coilover suspension with lowering springs, which means that the car is now going to sit at the right height. So let's open this up and see what we've got in here. I've always wanted to meet the person that does the packaging for DeLorean Go, because it looks chaotic, but it's exceptionally well done, as in I've never had anything turn up with any damage on it. These are our brand new springs. If I held them up to next to the other ones, you can see that they are quite a lot shorter. So I believe this is going to drop the front by about 50 mil, and considering it sits up a long way, that's going to make an amazing difference to the ride height without compromising the quality of the ride. And these are our front shocks, brand spanking new, and these will go straight into place. So those, coupled with front springs, those are going to look awesome. I can't wait to fit these. And because they're specific to the DeLorean, these just literally bolt straight in, no modifications, just straight in with the new suspension. Adjuster, there's the rear adjustable suspension, that way up. And because they're adjustable, we can reduce the ride height at the back as well. These are our brand new ball joints. Ball joints for the lower control arm. These ball joints are for the upper wishbone. Track rod ends, bolts. I suppose I'm going to fit it all now. Okay, so everything is pretty much back together. This is the upper wishbone with the bolt going through it. I've just sort of kept it in there because then I won't lose it. And this is the upper ball joint. This goes on top of the hub. But obviously there's no point putting that in until it's ready to go back in the car. So I'll fit this first, fit the lower control arm, then the hub can go on, sit on there, sit into there, and it'll all be held in place. So the lower control arm has this ball joint, but this has to go in through the bottom and get pressed in place. And you've got to take the dust cap off first as well for them to do that. So you kind of want to do it and then make sure you don't get any rubbish from in here going into the ball joint. I did see if I could push this in with what I've got here. Unfortunately, the equipment I've got here is not strong enough to do it. So that is going to have to go off and have the rest of it done in a proper press. I'll take that down to the garage. And apart from that, these are mostly bits that are either going on the back suspension or they are for the other side of the car. So we've actually gone through pretty much everything. I made a small list of the bits that I'm missing. Yeah, let's get on. to stop for a second to show you this because we're going to start putting other bits on it. You're not going to get as good a view as you can now, but this looks absolutely incredible. Let me just turn you around. So DeLorean has got all new parts, back suspension, everything's been powder coated, rebuilt.
Mamma mia.
It just has come together so well, and I'm just so excited to get this on the road. But we're going to go back to fitting this because the last thing we're going to do is put the track rod end on, and then it's going to pull it around and you won't be able to see the suspension as well, so we're going to do that now. Okay, so this is a really, really exciting moment for me because as you can see down here, the wheels are back on, everything's in at the front, all the running gear, suspension, and I am now going to lower the car down to the ground for the first time since I had all of it off. And I get to see what the ride height's like because this has now got lowering springs on it. So it should have a much better sitting position at the front. And then I've got fully adjustable spacks on the back. So once I've got the weight of the engine and gearbox in, I can then adjust it to drop the back down so the whole thing sort of sits really, really well on the road. But now I'm going to take this down for the first time. I'm waiting for sort of creaks and bits and pieces because it's all new parts. The only thing I haven't done is I've got the anti-roll bar in on both sides, but I don't have it pushed up at the front here. I didn't have the space to get in there and do it while the bits of timber were holding the chassis up. So we're going to let it down now, and this is the first time we're going to see it sat on the floor. Whoa. Oh. Come around the side and see what this looks like. And it already feels a lot lower. Obviously there's weight missing from the front of the car. Obviously new springs and shocks. And let's see how soft this is. Oh, you know what? It's quite soft still, but it does feel a lot lower. Well, I'll be honest, it's better, and it's certainly, you know, it was a lot higher before, and I'm presuming it's going to settle a little bit, but it's still quite high. As I said, I'm going to have the weight of the bonnet on the front and then all the ancillaries plus any fuel in the tank. So it is going to go down further. I'll tell you what I'm going to try. Let's just see. You'll be able to see, but I won't be able to see once we add a bit of weight. And no, the car's not going to be driving around with 13 stone of idiot in the front of it. 13 and a half, if I'm being honest. That's not really going down much more than that. I'd have liked it down here somewhere. Maybe another inch. We can't have everything. Anyway, I've got jobs to get on with. Right, so on to the next job. Fortunately, I've got my buddy Will with me. Basically the clutch master cylinder has to go in, but annoyingly, because the studs aren't fixed in it, you actually need somebody on the inside of the car and somebody on the outside. I'm gonna go into the driver's footwell, and then Will's gonna stay on the outside, so we need some M8 bolts, and that is gonna feed in like that. So you can push that through. Yeah, if you can put it that way for me, I'll go and get the nuts and bolts for it. Not only does the rod for the brakes master cylinder go through the middle, but also we need to move this around because this is what grabs either side of the pedal at the back. So that has to go on like this, although there is grippy points on there. I say grippy points, that's the technical phrase. What? No. my grippy points?
Your grippy points.
There's people out there trying to learn from this cretin.
Yeah, I'm one of the people trying to learn.
Right, okay. So we're gonna get this in now. So this has got to go on here. Can you just tell me whether or not it's gone either side of the pedal?
Yeah, it's gone perfectly.
Gone perfectly on?
Oh, actually, wait, no.
It's gone perfectly, no way.
Perfectly, yeah.
Huh?
It has gone perfectly. I was looking at the wrong one initially, but that is also perfect.
Okay, so that is on enough for us to do the rest of it up. Right, cool. Do you want to put these 4 nuts on the back? While Will is doing up these 4 nuts on the back, I'm going to show you where I was having the problem inside and why it's a little bit fiddly. This is the next one I've got to put on. It's a little bit difficult to hold the camera at the same time, but basically it's a 12mm pin that goes through, and then that also needs a key pin on the end of it to lock it in place. What I was basically getting at outside is actually there is the space. If the pedal is the wrong length, or the shaft is the wrong length, can I pull this down, twist it round and turn it back until it's the right length? And the answer is yes, I can. So that's cool. Okay, so I need to start putting the plumbing in because down here, hidden away, is where the hose goes onto the radiator. So I've got to get down into there, but it's a bit of an odd shape. So basically it comes along, goes up, and then sort of comes over the top here. But I do want to start getting this on because I've got to work out where I'm going to tee into this. This doesn't feel right. I mean, why does that look odd? Right, so having gone back to the diagrams, this is actually the bleed hose. So this is the other hose that came with the kit. So that goes onto there, and then this goes to the bottom of the radiator, that goes to the top, and then on the other side we just have one aluminium hose with a connector coming off. That needs to be moved to the other end. This needs to be connected up. I'm gonna struggle to get this on video, but what I'm gonna do is fit it now, and then I will take a few shots from inside the chassis so you can see it afterwards. So I'm afraid I'm gonna have to stop it there. That's where we've got to so far. I'm already recording the next episode. There's loads of other jobs that have been done since we filmed this and got it ready to go to editing. But I'm moving along with the car. It is on schedule. I've waited a lifetime to drive one of these. I've still to this day never driven a DeLorean, and I've only ever been out in one once as a passenger for about 10 minutes. So this is a really, really exciting time for me. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. Take care. Cheers. Bye.